Now let's go to local politics, and there's a council in New South Wales down there on the Victorian border in the Riverina district running right up to the Murray, where they've decided to get rid of these rules that enforce people flying the Indigenous flag or having welcomes to country. Now, look, everybody thinks this stuff's overdone, Mark. Now, I'm all for the Indigenous flag where you want to fly it, where it's appropriate. I'm all for welcome to country when it's appropriate, but mandating them and forcing people to do this and having it ad nauseum is driving everyone nuts. So I would have thought that more councils should follow this lead.
Well, otherwise you end up just like the city of Yarra, which don't just have, a couple of flags up. If you go there, they've got about 150 flags up. They're adding more every single week. So it's a slippery slope to the city of Yarra for these guys. And I think they can see that. And this is they're just cutting the virtue signalling budget. That's what they're doing. And that's what their community wants. And we give councils a bit of a hard time every week on this show. We talk about it for not listening to their community. But 98% of their community are sick of virtue signalling to the 2%, and 98% of the people are struggling, and they want to see a reallocation of those resources, not towards meaningless virtue signals, and they want to see the reallocation of those resources to where people are really struggling. And it's not a race-based thing; it's a needs-based thing. I think this is good stuff from that council. Yep. It's ballsy, but it's good stuff.
It's ballsy, all right. Now, Tim, I've got to say one thing that cracks me up about this country. Not only can we not just have one flag that we all use, but when you have the Indigenous flag, you got to have two. There's one from Indigenous people, but then for one particular group of Torres Strait Islanders as well. I mean, honestly, cut it down. One flag or three?
I mean, at least the LGBTQI plus flag, they just put it all on the one piece of fabric. They add a little bit every year. But to what you were saying earlier, Chris, just a minute ago, I think you're right. These welcome to country ceremonies and to display the Indigenous flag, they have more power. Those moments and those ceremonies and those rituals, they have much more power when they're not mandated, when they're not official, when they're not bureaucratic. And I think if they want to actually expand on the platform here, let them develop organically instead of by enforcing them. And you might see people being much more welcoming to, for example, welcome to country ceremonies. I've
got to say, when you mentioned LGBTQI plus. Words of wisdom from my youngest the other day. He's 12. He looked at all the LGBTQI plus. He said, but the plus is supposed to be everyone. So why not just have the plus? I think that would be the go.
Absolutely.
Just all of us. Whatever your preferences, we're all in it.